I still remember the text, casual, cruel, and perfectly on brand for her mother. Mom said, if you want to be a part of it, you can watch through the Google Earth window, LOL. That was how my daughter told me I wasn't invited to her own wedding. The same wedding I helped pay for. The same daughter I raised alone when her mother walked out. I stared at the screen for a long time. The 3 dots blinked, waiting for a response. I typed only one line, "Sure, enjoy your big day." Then I put the phone down. My hand didn't shake. It hadn't in years. Her mother, Julia, used to say I was too calm, that it unnerved her, how I'd smile when she tried to start a fight. Maybe she was right. Calm is dangerous. It gives you time to think. When we met, I was the broke one. She was ambitious, restless, drawn to anything that shimmered. I thought love would anchor her. Instead, it made her bored. She left when our daughter, Lily, was 10, told me she needed freedom. I gave it to her, along with the house and half my savings. She called it liberation. I called it tuition, for the lesson I'd just learned. I rebuilt quietly. New business, new life. I didn't badmouth her to Lily, even when Julia twisted the story. "Your father gave up," she'd whisper. "He just stopped fighting." But I fought in silence. And silence, I've learned, is where patience grows teeth. The first hint came 2 years ago. Lily stopped calling. Her tone changed, polite, distant, rehearsed. Every message from her carried Julia's fingerprints. The same clipped sarcasm, the same contempt wrapped in laughter. Then she sent me a message one afternoon. "Mom says you should help with the venue deposit. It's for me, not her. Don't make this about the past." I transferred the money that night. No hesitation. It wasn't for Julia. It was for the girl who used to draw on my office walls and call me her hero. But I kept every receipt, every text, every email. Not for revenge, not yet. For record. For when emotion would cloud memory. When the Google Earth text came, I already knew what was coming. Julia had spent months feeding her poison to our daughter, rewriting history line by line until I was the villain in every story. So when I said, "Enjoy your big day," it wasn't surrender. It was the start of something. I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I went through the files. The bank transfers, the signed forms, the proof of my funding. I'd wired half the budget directly, under my name. The venue, the caterer, the Paris chateau Julia bragged about online. Every payment traceable to me. And one small detail Julia hadn't noticed, I'd registered the wedding's event name under my business portfolio, because the deposit was made through the company card. In legal terms, it meant the event brand, including media rights, photo licensing, and publication usage, belonged to me. So when the wedding photographer tried to post the pictures online the next morning, they were blocked. Every image, every tag, every post. "Copyright claim by Pearson Holdings," the notice read. My phone lit up with her calls. My daughter, panicked, crying, confused. Julia tried calling too, switching between anger and pleading. I didn't answer. I was too busy on a video call with the chateau's lawyer. The contract was under review. Until it cleared, the venue was frozen for future bookings. Julia's deposit, my deposit, was on hold. And the luxury honeymoon package, paid through the same business account, canceled within the hour. Revenge isn't shouting. It's silence that moves in straight lines. By noon, the story had spread among their guests. The influencers, the photographers, even the caterer, all locked out of content they'd hoped to post. The wedding, meant to crown Julia's triumph, had vanished into legal purgatory. That evening, Julia sent a message. "What do you want from me?" I didn't reply. I sent it to my lawyer. Lily called again, 10 times. I finally picked up. Her voice trembled. "Dad, what's happening? They said the photos are gone, the venue's locked." I interrupted softly. You told me to watch through the Google Earth window, remember? Silence. Then a quiet sob. Mom said, I know what she said. My voice didn't rise. But you're old enough now to decide what's true. I hung up before she could speak again. Some lessons can't be explained, only experienced. 2 weeks later, I received a letter, handwritten, from her. She apologized, not for the wedding, but for believing the wrong story. She said she finally saw what Julia had done, how easily she'd been turned into a weapon. I didn't gloat. I didn't reply. Forgiveness isn't owed. It's earned. Now, sometimes, I open Google Earth and look at the chateau, the green lawns, the empty terrace. From above, it's beautiful, frozen in time, a perfect illusion, just like their wedding. And me? I don't need to watch anymore. I own the window.